a queen with dragons, a dwarf running from his own name, a bastard sworn to guard the end of the world. This is the story of how their fates collided in fire, ice, and betrayal. Our story centers on Daenerys Targaryen, the last of an ancient royal bloodline and mother to 3 living dragons. She has conquered the slaving city of Meereen and freed its chains, but conquering was easy. Ruling, she is learning, is the true war. Beside her stands Barristan Selmy, an aging knight who once guarded kings and now serves the last one who might deserve it. He believes Daenerys can be different from the tyrants before her, if only she survives long enough to prove it. But Meereen is a city that hates its new queen. Former slave masters, calling themselves the Sons of the Harpy, murder her soldiers in the shadows every night. To buy peace, Daenerys makes a painful choice. She agrees to marry a local nobleman, Hisdar zo Loraq, even reopening the very fighting pits she once condemned. The compromise buys her a fragile peace, but at the reopened fighting pit, chaos erupts. Assassins strike, riots break out, and in the panic, her largest dragon, Drogon, bursts free of his chains and descends on the crowd. She vanished without a trace. With their queen gone and no word of her fate, Meereen is left leaderless and surrounded by enemy armies. Word of her disappearance spreads across the world, reaching a man who has been searching for her for months. That man is Tyrion Lannister, a clever, bitter dwarf who fled Westeros after killing his own father. Disgraced and hunted, he has one goal left: reach Daenerys Targaryen and offer her his mind, since his family name is now worthless to him. His journey east is anything but simple. He is captured, sold as a slave, nearly killed more than once, and finally joins a company of sellswords called the Second Sons, all while chasing rumors of the Silver Queen and her dragons. Far to the north, on the icy edge of the known world, another key figure carries a burden just as heavy. Jon Snow, a bastard-born young man, has been chosen Lord Commander of the Night's Watch, the ancient order sworn to guard the realm from what lies beyond the wall. Jon knows the true enemy isn't a rival king or an angry lord. It's the White Walkers, an ancient undead threat stirring in the far north. To prepare for that war, he makes a controversial choice. He allows thousands of desperate wildlings, former enemies of the Watch, to pass through the wall for shelter and safety. His own brothers in black see this as treason, not mercy. Many of them still remember years of war against these same wildlings, and they begin to whisper that their young commander has betrayed everything the Watch stands for. Complicating things further, a southern king has arrived at the wall seeking allies. Stannis Baratheon, a grim and stubborn claimant to the Iron Throne, believes it is his destiny to rule, and he intends to use the North as his stepping stone by marching to retake Winterfell from its usurpers. Guiding Stannis is Melisandre, a red priestess who claims to see the future in flames and believes he is a chosen champion destined to save the world from darkness. Her fanatical faith and dangerous blood magic unsettle everyone around her, including Jon. Meanwhile, at Winterfell itself, the castle Jon once called home has fallen into the hands of Ramsay Bolton, a sadistic young lord who delights in cruelty. He holds a broken prisoner there, someone Jon and the audience both know all too well. That prisoner is Theon Greyjoy, once a proud young lord who betrayed Jon's family years earlier by seizing Winterfell for himself. Captured and tortured for so long that he now answers only to the name Reek, Theon has been broken into a hollow shell forced to serve the very man who ruined him. Ramsay forces Theon to play a cruel role, presenting a girl disguised as Jon's sister in a false wedding meant to secure Ramsay's claim over the North. Theon, desperate for any shred of redemption, quietly begins to look for a way to help her escape. As Stannis' army marches south through brutal snowstorms to challenge Ramsay for Winterfell, Jon faces a choice of his own. He is sworn to neutrality, forbidden from taking sides in the wars of southern lords. Yet he cannot ignore what is happening to people he once called family. A letter arrives at Castle Black, supposedly from Ramsay Bolton, boasting of victory and threatening horrific violence unless Jon surrenders certain people to him. Enraged and unable to stand by any longer, Jon decides to break his neutrality and march south himself to confront Ramsay directly. But that decision proves to be exactly what his enemies within the Watch were waiting for. To many of his own sworn brothers, marching to war for personal reasons looks like final proof that their commander has abandoned his vows. Far away, out on the endless grass sea, Daenerys is lost. Drogon finally lands, exhausted and wounded, leaving her stranded alone in hostile territory, unable to reach the city she left behind, or the men now fighting over her throne. A rival dragon claims the throne. Whether this Aegon is truly who he claims to be remains a mystery even to those closest to him. But his arrival means Daenerys now has a new and unexpected rival for her family's crown. One who reached Westeros while she is stranded and powerless a world away. Back at Meereen, Tyrion finally nears the end of his long journey. The mercenary company he joined switches sides, choosing to fight for Daenerys rather than against her, and marches toward the city gates, hoping to break the siege and finally meet the Dragon Queen he crossed the world to find. Back at the Wall, Jon Snow prepares to leave Castle Black at last, ready to finally act on everything he believes in. But before he can take a single step south, his own brothers surround him in the snow-covered yard. His own brothers betrayed him, and there, A Dance with Dragons leaves its story suspended, deliberately unfinished. Jon Snow lies dying in the snow at the Wall. Daenerys is stranded alone amid a foreign horde, unaware her throne is now contested by a stranger claiming her own blood. Tyrion stands at last before the gates of Meereen, hoping to serve a queen who doesn't yet know he's coming. It's a story without a tidy ending, and that's exactly the point. George R.R. Martin's tale reminds us that power always costs something. Loyalty is never guaranteed, and even the strongest among us can be brought low by the very people they trusted most. Their fates, left hanging in the winter air, wait to be answered in the chapters still to come.